What's up guys, GGFOREX here, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back. It's been like 10 days since my last video, so there is a reason for that. There's a lot going on in the back end, which you guys will find out soon enough. However, haven't really been trading much, or I have, but not really. I've been in one trade, which I'll go for a breakdown in a second. I've been in one trade for like 9 days now. This is day number 9, morning number 9, well, now afternoon number 9. So it's a bit like, it's taken forever. It is an Asian session pair, so that does kind of make sense. So I'll break that trade down for you, my entries. I'll take you through some of the losses that I've done. Also, because I do lose 60% of the time, but it doesn't matter, as you guys will see in a sec. Also, as you can see, I've got a laptop. A Windows laptop, not a Mac laptop, a Windows to run MT4. Now, I know you're going to say, George, you could just run Parallels or use this software to run MT4 off your Mac and it's perfectly fine. You're a moron. This is true. However, I just wanted something separate to run MT4. This is the cheapest laptop in Curry's. Absolute bargain. 200 quid. Not bad. Cheapest laptop that isn't a midget laptop. Like, it isn't like this big and you're like trying to see what's going on. Because obviously there's a lot of information on MT4. And I need to see what I'm doing. Also, there's a software up there which will make sense to the title and thumbnail, which changed the game for MT4. No longer am I struggling on my phone and finding it really hard to do stuff. Yes, you've heard it here first. One Click Trade Pro is amazing. It's like smart charts, but we don't use smart charts anymore because they're rubbish, they're horrible, they never use them. Trust me, I have a review video somewhere. All right, go on my channel, have a look at it, you'll see. It ain't good, definitely don't do it, okay? Leave them alone. Don't touch them with a barge pole. So, let me show you how One Click Trade works, but first, we're gonna do a trade breakdown. Right guys, so as you can see, we're on NZD CAD, and yes, I have got a new microphone. Gucci, isn't it? Yeah, well, basically I nicked off my Xbox, but yes, so, let me just break this trade down, and now the sound will be better for you. As you can see, I got triggered into this trade with 0 drawdown, basically to the pip on Monday last week. It's basically been going sideways for that time, but it still gives me hope. Reasons being, let me just zoom out a sec so you can see. Reasons being, price came in, wicked me in, pushed up, broke this high, flagged down, created equals, liquidated those equals, pushed up, broke this high, now it's flagging down. So my stop loss is here underneath this low, because I think if it breaks this low, it's probably going to continue to break this low, maybe come further down. At that point, I would already been stopped out in profit. I would have taken some change off the table, so it's not too bad. However, I believe, price should be pushing up from here. Could be wrong. I don't care. Either way, I'm leaving with money. But yeah, so that may play out. Now, let me show you the trades that I am in as well. I'm in on AJ and I'm in on NZD Chef. Now, you're going to find this contrast in why you're buying NZD CAD and selling NZD Chef. Well, let me show you. So let's just start off with AJ to begin with. So AJ came up to my point of interest, which is this daily candle in the yellow box. Price came up. I missed a beautiful trade opportunity here. I don't know what I was doing, but it was a class. Liquidated the highs, pushed down, broke this low, made equal lows, flagged back up, mitigated it, and then pushed down. It would have been an easy like 1 to 6 or 1 to 7 or something like that. Let's have a look. It was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you're thinking, oh, where would you have targeted? Well, I would have targeted these equal lows here, which has made more equal lows. So yeah, you would have got at least a 1 to 5 out of that, trading your stop loss, covering the highs. Let's say you would have got maybe a 1 to 3.7 if you would have tried your stop loss. But yeah, so that is what happened. And then I found another entry after it made more sell side liquidity, got in again, and it has possibly given me another entry. But we'll find out in 30 minutes, and that's when New York will open. Moving on to NZD Chef. So what happened to NZD Chef? Well, if I zoom out to the 4-hour time frame, price came up, made equals, liquidated, pushed down. Right? And then price started to flag, creating a channel, liquidated, pushed down, broke this low, made equal lows. Price came back up quite impulsively, so it was a bit sketch. So I only did 0.5% risk. But what I did is I waited for price to get into my point of interest, aka this yellow box.
And then I went down a time frame, waited for proof. What do I see? I see push to the upside. I'm looking at the RSI pushing down. So price is pushing up. Let me go to the 5 minute so you can see. So I waited for 5 minute entries, but entered off the 45-minute time frame sort of entry, stop loss, and take profit. So it's like I was entering off the higher time frames, but using the lower time frames to confirm in the higher time frame. You know what I mean? Let me know if that makes sense in the comment box below. But anyway, yellow box, 3 pushes up, 3 pushes down, already giving me bearish divergence. Price pushed down, then came back up, mitigated close to it, but still left a little bit of imbalance on this 5 minute candle. Price pushed down again. Then what did price do? Price came and liquidated this internal liquidity, filled that imbalance, mitigated that 5 minute candle to the pip, and then started to drop off. We just zoom out, see where price is now. And as you can see, price has continued to sell off ever since it's filled that imbalance during the US session of yesterday, and so far it's looking good. Still not set yet, as in it's not like a home run. I have my stop loss moved just above break even, just above these highs here. So let me just draw that in for you so you can see. And then I will show you One Click Trade Pro and MT4, which is fabulous. Anyway, so that's my trade a minute so far. So let's go on to the other thing. Okay, guys, so let me just go through and show you some of the trauma of my account, some of the losses that has happened. And as you can see, it isn't too bad. However, what I have been struggling with is trades finally hitting my TP. I've been getting stopped out midway through. Obviously, this is like my trading account, but from last month as well. So this is my funded account progress so far. So I'm down 2.8% at the moment on the account. So not bothered at all. Obviously, AJ, if everything worked, not everything, even one of the trades works out, we're in profit still. So yeah, I'm not really bothered at all. The risk has been taken out of the trade completely because stop loss hasn't been moved. So the full risk isn't even on the table. But yeah, this is just the reality of trading. You're not going to win them all. You're going to get break evens. You're going to get small wins. You're going to get big wins. You're obviously going to get small, medium losses. And yeah, so it's not all swings and roundabouts in trading. However, you have an edge. You play out your edge. You do not control the outcome. Because you don't control the outcome, you can't get mad at it. It is what it is. There's a random distribution of wins and losses, and you don't know what that distribution is. So if you don't know what I'm on about, and you want to know what I'm on about, for those you do know, it's this. Trading in the zone. Okay, Mark Douglas. Read it. It will stop you freaking out, and then everything else will make sense. So, guys, that is it. This is my back end to the account. I'm down 2.8 or 2.9, one of them. And let me just show you a beautiful trade I did, though, just because why not? It was amazing. It was this one. I don't know if I showed you it before, but it was nice. It was clean. Again, not a full win. Stopped out midway through. But again, as you can see, point of interest. Worked out great. Trading a stop. And it was the right thing to do. Trading stops. Let me know if you have like a different way of managing your risk. But for me, during funded accounts, I like to trail my stop because I just like getting the bigger win rather than taking like a quarter off at a 1 to 2 or whatever makes sense for you in your trading plan and only taking like a very small win. I'd rather just move my stop loss up to like a 1 to 1 guaranteed, so then I'm going to make 1%. That's how I think about it. Let me know your things in the comment box below. But yeah, let's wrap this up.
Okay, so I'm going to show my phone just because it'll be faster for me because obviously I don't have Loom set up on my PC. So basically these lines, I set my risk parameters. So I just set, I want my risk per trade to be 1%, right? And then I go on place order with lines, and then I'll just click where I want and click and drag where I want my entry to be. So as you can see, I've got my entry here, stop loss there, TP down there. Just clicked and dragged, and then this automatically worked out my risk for me. So I didn't need to go to a third-party calculation thing to work out my risk, then type it in by hand, and then creating a human error that way. So not only is it safer, but it's easier and it's faster. So One Click Trade Pro is actually legit. And if you're eagle-eyed, you're able to see. What's that? You find out. So guys, that's my wins, that's my losses, and on a very, very, very important note, there is a scammer using my whole Instagram. It's quite impressive. The hustle was working well. I mean, he managed to nick all of my content within 3 days. Pretty impressive, you know. He obviously top G'd it, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so his Instagram or her Instagram or their Instagram, right, ends with an S. So it's GGFOREX with an S on the end. If you see that, it's not me, report it. And the best way to tell is because he's obviously not doing any stories with my face in it. And if you get offered about crypto, I don't do crypto. I don't sell crypto. I don't sell that crap, okay? So if you are uncertain that you are speaking to the real me, join the GGFOREX group. The link is down below, and message me through that, because that is definitely me. Okay, guys, so just be careful. Double check the names, because it's really frustrating people getting scammed but nicking my reputation and brand. To do so, it sucks. So, guys, I'm here to protect you. Please double check everything. All right? Love you. Bye.